everybody, welcome to another episode of Capes, Cows, and Close Calls. My name is Nick. With me always is my co-host, Sean, the Irishman King.
Oh man, you brought the energy that
Man, I have to, bro.
Man,
I was feeling a little sleepy, but I gotta dial that shit up.
Is this helping? Is it waking you up?
A little bit.
You can do some jumping jacks real quick if you want.
And then I'm just gonna crash in like fucking 10 minutes.
And the yawning will start happening. What's
Yep.
up, everybody? Thanks for coming out to another episode. Please interact with this episode any way that you know how. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave us a comment, letting know what you think, what we're talking about. Hit the link tree, you can hit any of our socials.
True.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. How are you feeling, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This is a back-to-back podcast week.
It is. We don't normally do that. Sometimes we do we've done a couple back-to-back in a day. But back-to-back in 1 week.
It's been a mere couple days since we had an episode.
I know,
Here we are again.
I know. Letting the people in on our secrets and stuff.
That's okay. I like to give everybody the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's true. I think it helps us to connect us with our audience more. By the way, timestamps down below in case you guys want to skip around to anything. I did the backwards hat last time. Should I forward it this time? Should I just switch it up? It was backwards on the last episode, you know what I mean? And I'm wearing similar colors. Do you know how often we've actually worn the inverse of...
Oh, I know it's happened a few times.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm now beginning to think I got to start cycling through all my comic book shirts.
I don't know why you haven't.
I don't know. I don't wear them that often.
That's what this is for.
I know.
If you're going to wear them,
I find that
wear them here.
I'm just changing shirts just for the episodes now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great move. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. So I got a question for you.
All right, hit me.
I was thinking about this. So if you... Okay, how do I word this question? What skill, if you had it, would you be just absolutely obnoxious about showcasing said skill?
Interesting.
Because I know my answer.
I'd be obnoxious. I would just want to
you
show it off to everybody.
Constantly like, I'm just showing this off. Whether people ask for it or not, you're finding some way to just show it off.
I might need you to go first. I don't know if I have an answer.
So for me, the answer is easy. It's singing. Bro, if I could actually sing and sound good, I would be so fucking obnoxious about it, bro. I'd be one of those people who would like ride public transport. I would get on the train with my headphones in and just be singing out loud. Like,
just trying to get the whole train
cart
cart
to get
going.
Everybody. I close my eyes and I just be jamming.
What song would you be choosing?
Bro. Oh, it wouldn't matter. Any fucking song.
Go to right now. Now we hit that red line. What song comes to your mind?
This is how obnoxious I would be. I'd have a dedicated playlist of songs that I know I can sing well to shuffle on. No matter what, as soon as I stepped on the train, bro, walking down a hallway, on the street, like I would be so obnoxious about it. Like I would sing any opportunity I had.
Okay. I think you got to give me a little something now.
I can't, but that's what I'm saying. I can't sing. You know how many times we've sung on this podcast?
Yeah,
a lot.
But now you got to do a little something. Just for the moment. Give me a little Ain't No Mountain High.
That's what you went to?
I don't know.
That's probably one of the songs that'll be on my list if I'm being honest. I definitely, bro, I be singing the shit out of that song.
Bro, we got the DJ for the wedding gave us like a PDF that Andrea printed out of just load. I should just bring that out and read these songs out. Just loaded with songs.
Okay.
And they're fun, man. I'll show you this before you leave. But they'll be songs that are stale that nobody wants you to play anymore. And they give a list of what they don't recommend you playing anymore. Okay. And then they go through the decades. And it's funny because when I first saw it, was 50s and 60s is where they start. And then you go literally to present day. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck songs am I going to choose? And then I ended up highlighting a bunch of shit. I was like, I don't know. This is a hit too.
From the 50s and 60s?
50s and 60s and all that. That's what made me think because Ain't No Mountain High was. I forgot what decade it is, but it was definitely on the list.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, man, you just
all those songs. I would be fucking belting that song.
I think you should do it anyways. You could become we've talked about this. You could become a better singer.
Oh, I know. As soon as we start making money from this podcast, that's one of the things high up on my list. I'm gonna learn how to play an instrument, and I'm gonna take singing lessons.
In that order, is the singing lessons first?
I think I'm probably gonna do it simultaneously, because here's also what I've come to realize. Because I've watched people like play instruments, like I've watched tutorials and shit. Because I've tried to learn how to play an instrument at this point multiple times in my life, right? And not everybody who knows how to play an instrument knows how to sing. But when they play like this, because there are people who play an instrument with the idea that someone's singing over it, and then there are people who play the instrument with the idea that like there is no singing, you're using the instrument to kind of like fill in the lyrics of the song, right? And usually the version that you play with somebody singing over is much simpler than the other version. It's just less technique involved, right? So these people who don't know how to sing will still sing as they play like the guitar or whatever, but they'll still sing the song just so you like know, like, okay, this is the count for it, blah, 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 blah. And it's wild because there are people who clearly don't sound good, but it's something about someone singing over an instrument that they're playing that just kind of makes them sound better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I took that instrument away, you sound like shit. But the fact that you're singing over that instrument, it's not like you necessarily sound good, but it's just like it's enjoyable. Like you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy, like he's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you know what's so funny
I would
about
learn
this?
both, because I wouldn't have to be the best singer if I also knew how to play the instrument. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You should honestly I think you can get music lessons for not even that much. You should just honestly just go and do that.
I should. I really should.
Because I feel like that's an instrument, well, like again, I've also tried and failed. I tried it, I don't know. I use failed loosely. I tried, and then I was learning keyboard. You know this. My keyboard broke, and it was still under warranty, but it took like weeks to get it back. And then when I got it back, I never tried again.
Forgot everything. Just gave up.
And I have it still within my head that I will one day go back to it. But I feel like singing, you cannot teach yourself.
No.
It was definitely obvious to me that with technology alone, I could learn how to play the keyboard. Because I had like literally my keyboard was connected to my laptop. And it was essentially like Guitar Hero for learning, right? So like you could definitely use technology to learn an instrument, but singing, I guess you could even like, have you ever done those ones where like you're like, I think a fucking Rock Band has it. You have like, you got to carry the tone.
Yeah.
And the thing, I was fucking shit at that.
Oh, really?
I definitely would need somebody to teach me how to sing.
Yeah. I agree. That's not something, you could learn an instrument just by watching YouTube.
So you would be the
You're
guy.
not going to learn how to sing by watching YouTube videos.
Yeah. You would be the guy on the quad in college, shirtless with a guitar.
I don't know if I'd be
just
shirtless,
going at it.
But yeah, I definitely do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
I always make the joke of don't be that guy.
No, I would be that guy with my guitar would literally always be on my back. Like it just be, I don't even know if I have it in a bag. I just have that bitch strapped around. You know, just so I'm always ready.
You would be the most obnoxious person.
That's the point of this.
I want you to know that. Yeah, I get it. You would be like Dia and I make jokes about that person all the time. We keep joking about that, and it's always Wonderwall. Always fucking Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought those days were behind me. I was like, I'm not on a college campus. Maybe one day when I have children, I'll be on a college campus again. Mm-hmm. And I guess occasionally for work, because it did happen for work. But really, like, I'm never really on a quad anymore.
Yeah.
And we were at a friend's house, and I was like, it was one of those friend of a friend situations. So it's not a person I know by name, but not well. Mm-hmm. Fucking out of nowhere pulls a guitar out. And we're all like, this ain't the moment, bro.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, he's sitting there just playing in the corner. And then everybody feels obligated to like, oh, nobody's talking anymore. The party vibe goes down. Don't be that guy, Nick. Don't be that guy. Because there's a wild difference between that guy and the guy that got everybody on the train going.
Okay, wild. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Don't be.
I don't know. Imagine
your next. I know you have big Christmas parties. Your next Christmas party, you're there. Your mom's just trying to like talk to your other brother, and next thing you know, you're just like out there with the guitar.
See, okay, so when it comes to people that I know, I don't think I would just take it upon myself to start it. I would just wait. But it would
You'd be
only
there
take
like,
a
"What's
small
this?"
mention, right? It would only take a
You just have your guitar.
mention. That's it.
I don't know, like a fucking mount in the middle of the room.
Yeah. They'd be like, oh,
Is that a guitar?
That's
Yeah,
just-
it is. Funny you mentioned it. Should I play it for
That's
you?
just Betsy. You know, that's my girl. You know what I mean? Like,
It's funny. When you asked the question, I didn't go singing first. I thought piano. Like, I would be the guy in the restaurant with the piano.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Anytime you see a public piano, you'd be sitting down at that bitch just going crazy. So just obnoxious
Yeah.
about it.
I also think if I was like really good, I think people that are really good at picking up languages, they're eager to do it.
And languages?
Languages.
Okay. How
Like-
would you be
like
obnoxious
if
about
I-
that? Would you just be constantly telling people that you speak more than one language?
Or if you picked up on it, you would immediately switch to the language.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like someone
Yeah.
is like, is that a Romanian accent
Yeah.
I hear? And then you just go straight
And just
into
start speaking
Romanian
it?
talking.
And they'd be
Bro,
like,
what are you
yeah.
doing?
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. That's fun. Okay. Is that your pick?
I'd be tempted. Because I do wish I was, that's a skill I definitely don't have. I do not pick up languages.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me take this a step further then. Let me add to this question. Because you said that and it made me think about something else. If you had photographic memory, like Mike Ross style memory, right?
Okay.
What would you like? What would you use it for? What profession do you think you would go conquer with that memory?
I mean, I think Mike Ross kind of had it right with lawyer.
I think so too. That'd probably be my top choice. And maybe
I
it's
also
just
feel like
because
the
I
show-
watched Suits.
Yeah.
You know what
That
I mean?
show made lawyers seem way more exciting.
It does.
Because then you start thinking of like making money,
Oh, I'd make so much money.
and like you would immediately go lawyer or doctor.
Yeah. 100%. I'd be running the fucking hospital.
It'd just be like house. Like,
Yeah, I would be that guy.
yeah.
Or,
I feel like I would just go and crush at Jeopardy.
oh yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just go the easy route and just make
Yeah.
a bunch of money. Just
Let
go
me just
conquer
do
every
the
fucking
longest
game
fucking-
show.
Yeah.
Run on Jeopardy of all time. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay. Interesting. All right. So you're going language?
Think I'm gonna go, yeah. Somewhere between language and piano.
Interesting. So
I too, like it's always been a goal in my life, but I where you and I differ, I don't think I need to be a good singer to make it happen. But I've always wanted to get a big group of public people to join
So just
into
join
a
into
song.
it. Yeah, I get
And I
that.
think it's very accomplishable. You just need the right moment and the right amount of confidence.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't think you necessarily
like
need to be
you,
a good singer.
all you got to do is the
If
song that
anything-
people. You just got to go out there with like a Sweet Caroline, and
Yeah.
everybody would bop 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 all along with you.
I think if anything, if you were too good of a singer, it'd be intimidating. You'd stop people
Yeah.
from joining. You know what I mean? Because they'd be like, I'm not gonna sing with this guy. Do you hear him?
Singing is also one of those things that you mention and people immediately, like I did to you. Well, why don't you give me a little something? We were.
That's
at
what
a
I'm saying.
work-
I would be obnoxious. You wouldn't have to get, or you say that, and I'm immediately busting into like the most musical shit you could possibly think of. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just giving you a little hum. I'm like full force giving you a full song. I'd be obnoxious.
And what song though, man? I need you to give me something. What would it be?
Ain't No Mountain High is a great choice. It's a great choice. All I have is like recent songs in my head that you probably won't know.
Try me.
I probably do some like falsetto shit. You know what I mean? Like I'd go like to songs that just have really high notes in there. Fuck around and sing like some Mariah Carey, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Sing some Whitney Houston. And like, oh, bro, you don't understand. I'd be the worst.
Oh man.
I would be the absolute worst
I
if
had
I could sing.
A work thing last week, and like how you do icebreakers in the beginning of some of these things. I was like, all right, everybody, just hit me with a fun fact. And one dude, I'm a good singer. And sure shit, whenever you hear that, we're like,
yeah.
well, go ahead.
Well, yeah, give us. You can't just say that. Yeah,
That's like the only fun fact where everybody's like, well, come on then.
yeah. Let's hear it. Did he sing?
No, but people kept bringing it back up. I remember it kept being like the running joke. Like he would answer something and somebody would be like, why don't you sing it? Like it just kept coming back. So we had somebody that was a singer. We had a dancer that was a backup dancer for Usher at one point.
Oh.
And I was like, man, get up.
Yeah, literally.
See what you got.
Let's see. I will put on an Usher song right. Don't let me put on Let It Burn. I'll put it on right now. Let me see you do it.
It's funny to see how people, like some people like quick, I could sing. I this or that. And then there's just those people, I don't got a fun fact about myself. And it's like,
Isn't that crazy?
Like, you got something. You're just,
Isn't that crazy?
You'd be very critical of yourself.
Yeah. That's
Like,
always so wild.
Come up with something.
That and like when people are like, "Oh, I don't have any hobbies." I'm just like, "Well, what do you do with your life? Like, what? I don't understand."
Watch
what you
TV.
do.
Which you could have just said that was your hobby.
Yeah, like
I love me some reality TV. That's a hobby.
Bro, you could easily transition that into it's a hobby. Like, oh yeah, I fucking
I've watched 15 seasons of Supernatural.
something.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, give
That's
me
interesting.
some. Gee.
Yeah. You always get a couple of those and they're like, oh, I'm just a parent. I don't have time for hobbies. And I'm sitting there.
Which is nonsense.
But it's a fun fact. It didn't have to be a hobby.
Yeah. Parents they just need better time management. You can definitely still have hobbies with children. If anything, you just get the kids to join in on your hobbies sometimes. You know what I mean?
Joey loves some comic books.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
How long that's going to last, I don't know. But for right now, she's all about it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Speaking of which, we got a comic book video game coming out, man. We got a new trailer for one. We don't often talk about video games on here.
I've done a handful of times.
We
but
have
not a whole lot.
Not much. Every time we talk about it, though, it makes me think about when you said that playing video games makes you feel unproductive. Like you don't feel good after you've played them.
Yeah, it feels like I've wasted that time.
That's so
But I could
crazy to
spend,
me.
that's why it doesn't make sense, because I could spend the same amount of time
Like watching
TV and I don't feel guilty about it. But something about playing a video game. And that's not playing with somebody. If I'm playing by myself,
Right.
I think it's just something about like it happens to me. I blink and it's been 2 hours. Like
I mean, yeah.
where like
it
you
can
know, like because you watched that episode, you knew that episode
You know how
was
long
an
it
hour.
was? I mean,
you
but
know you were committed to the 2 hours when you started the movie.
Yeah. But you could also say, like, that's a good thing, though. Like, you could view that as a good thing. It just means you got so engrossed, so immersed, into what you were doing that, like, it took you out of reality for a moment. And now you're like, oh, shit.
I don't know what it is. I don't feel that way.
See, that's crazy to me. If anything, I guess for me, it's like, sometimes video games can be hard because I'm just like, it's not... I get stressed out when I play video games. Like when
So you're
they're
not getting the
difficult.
relaxing element.
Right. It's not relaxing to me. Like some people play video games and they're just like, they love it. It's their relaxing, it's their release. For me, I'm just like if I'm playing a hard level or something and I'm having a hard time, like that shit is stressful.
What game has made you lose your mind the most?
Ooh. There's been a few. God of War is one of them.
Okay.
God of War is one of them. I think at one point I gave up on Spider-Man because I just couldn't get past some level. And I was like, fuck this game, man. Because that's me, bro. Like when I play a story game, if I can't get past something, I'll eventually just not go back and play it. Like I'll just give up on it and be like, whatever. And just never go back to it. And then pick up
You
another
should play
game.
Spider-Man.
No, I finished it. So I did actually go back and finish that one. But there was a point I gave up for a while on the game and just didn't go back to it. But I eventually went back and finished it. I think it was when I asked you if you had beat it, and you were like, "Yeah, I beat it in like a week or some shit." And I'm like,
Let's go if times were wild.
I'm like, fuck you, man. Let me go play this goddamn game. You're not even a fucking gamer.
Because I was so addicted to the story, I was like, I got to see what happens.
I mean, that's fair. So I think for me, that's my thing with video games is like I don't feel bad about it like you do, but it does. It's not relaxing for me.
Xbox, like original Xbox, had a Rocky, like the boxing Rocky game.
Yeah.
That game, Nick, if I lost, I would lose my fucking mind. I still think about it because I was a child. I would straight to 10. I would be fucking furious.
Why?
I don't know what it was. You know what it was? I was good at playing like the story because it had a story. So like first in the computer.
Yeah.
But then one of my siblings would come and then
And just
beat
beat the
my
shit out of you?
ass, and I'd be fucking losing it about it.
That's so funny. Were you a throw the controller kind of kid?
No.
Okay, good. My brother was like that. Broke so many fucking controllers. Didn't make no sense. Just chucking that bitch. Anyway, so we got a Wolverine game coming out.
Yep.
I made you watch the trailer. What'd you think of it?
Violent.
It is
There's
very
so much
violent.
blood.
But that's what it should be, though.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
It's interesting to me because I do feel like the Spider-Man games are really good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is another PlayStation game.
Yeah, it's made by the same company that makes the Spider-Man games.
So this might be really good.
Yeah,
And they understood the violence part.
they definitely do.
Yeah. So I think it looks great. You don't really know what the story's about, but it's a fucking Wolverine story.
Yeah,
just
so we got a vague idea, right?
Yeah.
Something about lost memories, not knowing where he comes from, trying to give up on violence, but it keeps chasing him.
Yeah.
You know, classic Wolverine shit. I don't think anything about the story is necessarily going to be like groundbreaking in terms of a Wolverine story. But yeah, that violence, that like the combat looks crazy. It looks like a mix of the Spider-Man games and the Batman Arkham games. Except just with all the blood and gore and just stabby stab, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so it looks solid, man.
You gonna play it?
Well, I got to get a PS5 first.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
That
it doesn't-
alone, I was like, I'm definitely not
yeah,
gonna
it
play
doesn't come
again.
out until fall of next year. So I got time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got a holiday season coming up. My birthday is like right at the end of summer. So, you know, there's a chance I might have a PS5 before the game comes out. If anything, this might be what pushes me to get it because
This is the game that's gonna make you get a PS5.
It might.
That's why you're just really looking for any excuse.
Why do you say that?
You're not even an X-Men fan.
That doesn't mean I don't want to
You've
play the
said
game.
on many occasions that you're not particularly that into X-Men.
I'm not a non-X-Men fan. I've just never really read any X-Men comic books.
But this game,
It looks good. And also, it's
you
like,
just want a PS5.
I mean, I do, but I haven't bought one in all this
You're
time,
like twisting
bro.
my arm.
I guess so. I haven't bought one in all this time, though. So, like, I've really been just holding out because I don't game like that. So, I just haven't been able
When's
to
the last time
justify
you played
a video game?
a video game not including the Switch?
Like a year
Because
ago.
I know you and Talia have been playing that Switch.
Yeah, like a year ago.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, probably a year ago is when I sat down and played my PlayStation 4. And I haven't played it since. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
That's what happens one day, man.
That's what I'm
One
saying,
day,
so-
like everything else. Picked up that controller, you put it back down. You didn't know you were going to pick it up again. I always get very existential at the end of vacations.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll be sitting there. I like, Dia. One day I went played with my friends. I came home. I didn't know that'd be the last time I was going to play with my friends. We'd be sitting there staring at a beach. She'd be like, what's going on with you? One day you picked up that controller and Nick put it down. He didn't know you were picking it back up.
Yeah, man. So, anyway, how many superhero games have you played? I know you've played the Batman games, right?
Played the Batman
or
games.
at least most of them.
I don't know if I played them all.
The Arkham games, rather.
Yeah.
More specifically. I know you played the first Spider-Man.
And I played the first. Yeah, I think I only played the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What happens in the second one?
I don't know. I never played that one.
Okay.
That
I'm going to say safely I didn't play that.
I think that's a PS5 exclusive. So
Oh, yeah, I definitely haven't played that. And I used to play like the Xbox one. So there was like the original Spider-Man game that was based on the movies, and then there was the Ultimate Spider-Man game. I fucked with that one. That might be it. I had like what's the Marvel one where like you had like your Marvel team and they would all like run with you. You had to go and
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
I can't
the name
remember
of
what
it,
it's
but I know what
called.
you're talking
I definitely
about.
played that one.
It's
so.
like Ultimate Alliance or
Yeah,
something like that.
something
I
like
think.
that.
Yeah, Marvel Ultimate
And
Alliance.
I played like the Mortal Kombat versus
DC?
DC game.
Did you ever have Injustice? I think I made you play Injustice before. I think you've played Injustice with
Played
me.
it with you. I don't think I ever owned it.
Injustice 2 is my shit, though. I fucking love that game. Yeah, if anything, I should go play that. I still have it. I should go play that shit. That game was my shit. Did you ever play the Hulk game, the Incredible Hulk game?
Nope, you were talking about that last episode.
That game was fun.
I bet.
Fun. Like you literally just smash shit. You just would like go to a car, rip it in half, put each half on your fist, and just bash shit in. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I have no idea what it was about. If there even was a story, I'm sure there was. But I really just jumped around the city, just bashing in stuff. As much shit. In fact, I think that was a part of the game. You got points for how much you destroyed shit. So that was fun. I was just focused on this aspect of it. But what's been your favorite superhero video game that you've played?
That's a good question.
Funny enough, the last game that I played, the last time I put that controller down, didn't know when I was going to pick it back up again. Didn't know it was going to be the last time.
Last time.
I was actually playing the new Guardians of the Galaxy video game. Which is actually, I had it for a while and I just never opened it or played it. And then I finally was like, let me check this out. It's actually quite fun. It's like way more fun than I thought it was going to be. You only get to play as Peter Quill, as Star-Lord. You don't get to play as the rest of the Guardians.
No?
No. You like...
At no point?
No. You're just like the leader for the Guardians. So like you can summon them to like do stuff. Like you can press a button or tell Groot to like, you know, do some crazy move, or tell Rocket to like blow some shit up, or Drax to go crazy. You know what I mean? But you only stay as Star-Lord.
Calls lazy.
Yeah. But you can recruit in the rest of the team. But I guess it was in contrast to the Avengers game that came out, which everybody seemed to hate. Apparently it wasn't a very good game. And this was the same company that made that game. And I think a part of the reason why they did it this way is because everybody hated the Avengers game, because it just seemed like they didn't put enough into each character, because you could play each character. So this one, they were just like, nah, we're just going to keep it as the one guy and roll with it that way. And this one, the Guardians of the Galaxy game, is actually higher reviewed than the Avengers game.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's great. He plays Venom for half of it.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah. That's
fair. I still like think about it whenever I'm hungry in my head in the game. Venom would be like, hunger, feed.
I do remember that. Yeah. That was fun. I'm trying to think back on like some of the older ones. Like I said, I really enjoyed that Hulk game. But would I say it was the best? No.
I remember playing the original Spider-Man game, and I have like a core memory of all three of my brothers, all of us taking turns playing that game. So I really appreciate that game for that like core memory.
That's fair. I remember having Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2. That game was
I remember
really
that
fun.
one as
yeah,
well.
That one was really fun. Honestly, I feel like that's what really inspired the most recent one, is that game. Like the web slinging in that was solid. But the web slinging in this new Spider-Man game, like for that aspect alone, I feel like it's so much fun just swinging through the city. Like you feel like Spider-Man for a bit. You know what I mean? So it'd probably either be between that and Arkham City. Arkham Knight was the third one. I never played Arkham Asylum, which was the first one. But I played City and I played Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight was fun, but the Batmobile fucking missions were just dreadful. Like, I just did not like them. They were not enjoyable. And they made you do it so much. And I'm just like, can I just drive this bitch? Like, I don't want to do this whole tank shootout thing. Like, I just want to drive this bitch through the streets and just go jump out and then beat up bad guys. I don't want to have to worry about staying in this car. But they made you do it so much. And it was so annoying. And then like all the Riddler missions, you had to like be in the Batmobile and like you had to do like a track. And it was just, I was like, ugh, I'm over this. But Arkham City, you didn't have the Batmobile. You were just fucking gliding through the streets. So that was fun. So it's probably between one of those two. Either Arkham City or this latest Spider-Man game, which I did play the second one because I don't have it, but the newest one, the first one.
Right.
Yeah, cool. One of those two. Speaking of Batman, though, So, just so you know, Batman Day was September 20th. So 5 days ago. So this past Saturday was Batman Day.
This timing's great.
Yeah. The rest of this episode is basically just going to be Batman focused.
We're under the bracket.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking bracket,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy. All right, let's do the bracket then. Let me pull the bracket up. Hold
Then
on.
it's going to be Batman focused.
Yeah, then it's going to be...
Batman's in the bracket.
Yeah,
but
Batman is in the bracket. I'm typing in Batman bracket. Did I bookmark this bitch last time? I think I did. Let me see. Or was I an idiot?
Do you own a Batman
was
shirt?
An idiot. I own a Batman hoodie. You've seen it before.
You should have been wearing the Batman hoodie.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
No, but you're not a big just symbol shirt guy.
Nah, I like a little bit extra graphic, man. I like a little something more to it. You know what I mean?
We differ, man. That's
I
what
know.
we differ.
I know you just like the symbol, which is
want the
cool. I don't
symbol.
have anything against just like the symbol, but I like a little something extra. You know, something that feels a little more unique. I want to get this fucking this Fantastic Four hoodie from this one site that's got like Doctor Doom on it. It's sick. But right now it's like $85 and I'm not paying $85 for it. I'm gonna wait for that bitch to go on sale because I know it will. And then I'll probably pick it up. But it's pretty dope. I'm pulling up the bracket here. Also, because this is coming out soon-ish, the comic book stores are going to be handing out, at least my local comic book store, the one that I go to, they're going to have the bracket printed on paper, like officially from DC.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'll probably grab one of those and then I'll just fucking have it so we don't have to do this every time. And I think they're going to do like funny enough, like a March Madness style like thing where you fill out the bracket and then you hand it back into them and then they'll give prizes for people if they win. You know what I mean? So
That's cool.
yeah, that seems fun. I'll let you know about that when that happens. Okie dokes. Once again, we're going from memory because we didn't write this shit down. So here...
That's a good refresher if you haven't listened to the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, here we go, man. Here we bloody go. All right. Oh, come on. I need this. We should have just had it up on the TV. All right. So first round. So we're in round 3 now. The
Quarterfinal.
The quarterfinal. You're right. I said that last time.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to run through round 1 again and just go back up, or you want to?
I should go to the end.
Let's go. Okay. So, because I got to remember how this went. So, so first matchup we have Superman versus Firestorm.
Great fight.
That is a good fight.
I think Superman's going all the way to the end.
Yeah, for
Especially because the very first dark side at the end. The preview is with Superman. Superman's going to the end.
He is
Superman's
going to
winning.
that. Yeah, he's winning that fight. All right. Next up, we have Aquaman. Hold on, I'm just making sure I'm reading this right. We got Aquaman versus Lex Luthor, right?
Yeah, Lex
Yeah.
Luthor was winning this whole
Aquaman
time.
versus Lex Luthor.
I don't know how Lex is winning.
Was you giving it to Lex?
I just think Lex is also going to go stupidly far in this.
I mean, to be fair, that would then put him up against Superman. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the Fishman enough to beat Lex Luthor?
Lex is going to do some fucking supersonic dry out fucking thing.
All right, bet. So, yeah. All right. So that'll put...
Like, I actually do feel like Lex wins if Lex knows he's going into the fight, for sure.
That's fair. That's fair. I can't really argue against you with that. I mean, I would say I could argue if they go with the more brutal Aquaman, right? The one who's just like, I'll take a human life, right? Like, I won't kill an Atlantean, but I'll kill one of you people, one of you surface dwellers. Then maybe. But even still, I mean, Lex is going to have a similar mentality, right? Like, Lex isn't going to hesitate about killing Aquaman. He doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay. So that means in the semifinal, we'll have Superman versus Lex Luthor.
I feel like good about that.
yeah,
I feel like
feels
we
right.
got the beginnings of those right.
That one feels right. All right. Next up, we have Wonder Woman versus who came out of this bracket. Swamp Thing.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I think it's Wonder Woman too.
Yeah.
I don't want
to. If we said it's like the back to back, because Wonder Woman just got fucked up by Lobo.
She did get fucked up by Lobo, but even still, I know Swamp Thing is strong, but Wonder Woman is right below Superman. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what is he gonna do to completely stop her? And if she has her sword, bro, she's just cutting him to shreds. Like,
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, what is she really gonna do?
I like how we feel so much
really
better
gonna
about
do?
that sword cutting him to shreds than we did Cyborg's gun.
I know. Yeah.
We're like, Cyborg's fucked.
Yeah. No, that sword is fucking him up, bro. He's not gonna be able to do anything. All right. So that's Wonder Woman in the semifinal. Next up, we had. Hold on, I gotta go through this again. Batman, makes sense, versus
Harley
Quinn. Yeah, we knew that one.
Yeah, it's Batman.
It's Batman.
Yeah.
This is where Harley Quinn stops.
Yep. She had a good
run. Yeah, she did. She had a real good run. But this is where that shit ends right now. Let's get it the fuck over with.
I feel like we have to have some of these right, that we have like the Trinity still around.
Yeah,
we still got
fair.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman in this game.
Yeah.
We're doing something correct.
Yeah. And one villain.
And one villain. Yeah.
So semifinal matches are Superman versus Lex Luthor, Wonder Woman versus Batman.
That's gonna be a fun week next week.
So that one's I almost feel like we got to do some research for this one. We gotta come more prepared to actually discuss it, or else people are gonna be like, "What are you guys talking about?" All right. I mean, that was a quick one, but those matches felt pretty straightforward. So
They did.
Yeah, man. We're in that. Sean, have you seen the new Absolute Joker? I know you've fallen off
I have not
Absolute
seen them.
Batman a bit. But they released an image of what the Absolute Joker... to be honest, I'm still not even fully convinced that it's what this dude will look like. But they dropped an image, and I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't want to tell you beforehand because I wanted to get a live reaction from you right here on the show. So you know how Joker usually has the Joker playing card?
Yep.
And typically it has a picture of him on it, right? Like it's kind of mirrored what he's looked like throughout the years. Here's the latest Joker playing card.
The fuck is that? That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like it, to be honest with you.
I get that. I feel that. So I
feel like this universe is... I know you said the Bane stuff is cool.
Bro, listen.
I like they're making a lot of ridiculous choices.
Oh, listen. Yes, they are. They fully committed, because again, you haven't been reading it, and I guess you don't want me to spoil it for you, but they've fully committed to making every one of Batman's villains so far just as monstrous as possible. Like, that is like the theme of the Absolute Batman universe. It's just everybody is a fucking monster. I mean, including Batman himself, right? Like, the dude is 6'9" in this. 6'9", bro? Like, that's that's a dude who ducks through doorways, who walks into a room and everybody stops what they're doing and they're like, that guy is fucking tall. You know what I mean? Do you remember that tall guy that used to come in Best Buy who used to have to duck under the thing? Oh, yeah. Every time that dude walked in, didn't matter what was happening, everybody stopped. Customers, employees, everybody went, fuck. Even the employees who had seen him before, the customer they were talking to would always stop and be like, do you see this guy? And like, it gets to a point where it's like, yeah, we've seen him a few times now. Let's continue. Let me sell you this fucking TV. But they're just like, because he'd literally have to duck under the doorway to get in. Like, that Batman is damn near that tall. Like, he's 6'9", bro, like 400 pounds. That's a big ass dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, they just made everybody else like, yeah, everybody in this universe just has to be just a monster, basically. Like, we'll just make them the most monstrous version as possible. And what's wild about this design is that, for anybody who hasn't seen it, maybe look it up now, if you can, while we're talking. What's wild about this design is like, if it was just the upper body with regular legs, I would be more okay with that. But this thing has a fucking tail. Like, what
a Nightcrawler style tail.
Yeah, what is this? This is... So, yeah, I don't know.
He's like not a dude anymore.
No, he's not a dude. And part of me is like, I don't know if I'm fully convinced that that's actually Joker. Maybe it could be like one of his creatures. You know what I mean? Like the joke, the Batman Who Laughs. You know how he had like robins on a leash?
Yeah.
And they were all like zombie like robins, but he just walked around. Like, it could be something like that. Like, maybe this is like some mutated creature that he like keeps as like a pet / like bodyguard / enforcement kind of creature, and he's really just like a small feeble dude. But that shit is wild. Like, if that's what he looks like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who's making these decisions?
Yeah, I think this universe is... I don't think Batman's going to continue with it.
What do you mean?
I have a gut feeling that if they were going to continue any of the issues after the Absolute Power KO match thing, Wonder Woman's the only one that's really worth keep going.
I agree. I mean, people love the Martian Manhunter too. Absolute Martian Manhunter.
I didn't get people past issue 1, I think.
Every video I see people rating the Absolute Universe, all of them put Martian Manhunter at the top.
Interesting.
I only read issue 1. I didn't get it. Because even after issue 1, everybody was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is like the coolest fucking thing ever. This is so great. It's so this. And I'm just like, it's fine. Like,
let's read issue 2. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 6 issues out. And this is the only one where like they put out the first 6 issues, so the first arc. And then they like took a break. It's not just continuing month to month. So like they actually took a break. They're on a break right now. So we can catch up before like issue 7 comes out and like have time to do that. So maybe we should and just see like if it's really where the hype is before I keep shitting on it and saying it's not the best. Because every time I see that video, I comment, I'm like, Absolute Wonder Woman is the best. Stop it. Like let's cut this shit out. Absolute Wonder Woman is the best. And Absolute Batman is cool. This Bane arc has definitely elevated it above the first arc, but I still think Absolute Wonder Woman is better. And if you don't agree, you're sexist. Because it's objectively better. Anyway, we also got some news. So let's get to some Batman stuff now.
Let's do it.
First thing we're going to talk about, though, I didn't really tell you about this before we started.
Full surprise.
Yeah. The Batman 2, right? Which is fully in production now. So there is going to be a Batman 2. Because for a while, I don't know if you knew this, Matt Reeves, the director, had no plans to make a second one.
I heard he didn't have a script for like the longest.
He didn't, because he didn't have plans to make a second one. Like, he was fully content with the one movie. He was just like, he also didn't have plans to do the Penguin show, but they asked him to. And he don't have plans to do a season 2, but they want him to do a season 2. So like they're really pushing him to do stuff. But yeah, the Batman 2, he was just like, he didn't have plans for it. He didn't have a script for a while because it wasn't a part of his plan. But it is in production now, and there's been rumors about who the Batman's 2 villain should be and who might be.
Okay.
But before I tell you, who would you want it to be? No, don't even try to guess. Just tell me who would you want?
Who would I want
to see as the villain for
to be
the Batman 2?
Villain? I think they should do a Court of Owls thing.
Okay.
I think that would be good for this version of Batman.
I think it would have fit the universe. Yeah, I definitely feel like that. Listen, I would love to see... I would love for them to lean into the more mystical side of Batman and give us like... We ain't got to go crazy and do like a... I don't know, who's a ridiculous villain? Like, we don't have to do like a Man-Bat or something yet. You know what I mean? But maybe give us a Mr. Freeze. Like, I would love to see a good live action Mr. Freeze.
I think it's hard to do.
It can be. Like, and I get it. They want to make everything stay grounded, blah, 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 blah. You could do, like, you can be in between, right? Like, you can still keep him as a grounded character. You can make us really care about Victor Freeze, right?
Right.
And still make him, like, fucking freeze people. Like, give him the gun or something. Let him freeze people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's possible to find that balance. Would you want to see the Penguin be the villain for season 2? Or not season 2, just the second movie?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite there yet.
Yeah, I think if they should do a season 2, that's where the Penguin should go.
Yeah. I do want to see them interact again at some point.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's ready to be the big bad of the movie just yet. We need to see.
But it can be at one point.
He can be, yeah. I think if season 2 focuses on, because season 1 was focusing on him just getting in place, getting in the place that he wanted to be, right? But he's not necessarily at the top yet. He's in the right place now. If season 2 focuses on him like getting to the top, being like one of the top players of Gotham, then I could see him concocting a plan of like, we got to take the Batman out. If I want to continue my rise, he's got to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I could see like that happening. Do you
I rewatched that movie just recently. I forgot. Did I say this last time? Like, I really kind of wish I rewatched it before I watched The Penguin, because there's all this like Falcone. You already know Falcone like just be killing people by choking them in the Batman movie, and I kind of forgot about that, and that's such a big thing in the Penguin show.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I think it would have been better if I had rewatched it. But anyways, what were we gonna say?
Do you want to see the Joker?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
I can confidently say I don't want to see the Joker. I don't want to see Bane. I don't think we need a Two-Face.
I'd be okay with seeing a Bane, but I would want to see a Venom Bane, right? Like, I don't want to see Tom Hardy Bane. I want to see a Bane that literally pumps venom into his veins and gets bigger. Not obnoxiously big. He doesn't have to get monstrously big. But, like, you see him juice up, and he's just
I think it's too soon for this Batman.
I mean, that's fair. But also, I mean, it's kind of what we need. We need to get the shit beat out of him. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what he needs. So, with all that, here's what Matt Reeves had to say when talking about the villain. He says that, I'm going to read a couple of quotes here. We begun the process of this by deep diving into the comics, exploring the ideas that I had. I knew the way the Batman ended. It was let me get closer. It was leaving us on a precipice, and also the way events sort of happen within the Penguin, that there is an exploration to be had. And one of the explorations for me was to do something that pushes even further into the character of Bruce Wayne, because the first movie is so about the Batman. Picking the right villain that digs into what that does, that sort of goes into his past and his life. That was what drove that sort of discussion. So he's looking at something that dives into... Yeah. Look at you. I should have known. So that's what a lot of people are assuming. And even when asked
Which is a good fit.
Yeah, when asked about it, they asked him... Let me see. Pierre. Reeves was asked what villain he'd like to add into the world and mentioned Hush, explicitly saying, I'll choose Hush. I'll say, but that doesn't mean the next one will be Hush. I just want to say there are so many. And what we would do next, what we're going to do next, if we have that opportunity, is still in the planning stages, and I have a lot of ideas. So he says he wants to do Hush, but apparently, he's claiming that not for this movie.
I wonder if he gets, I don't know, because it'd be James Gunn, right? Does he get pushed back because Hush is well known in the comic book readers?
Correct.
But beyond that.
Yeah, people don't know who Hush is.
Don't know
if you don't read comic books, you don't know Hush.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it
So
could
maybe
be,
he's forced
right?
to
He
do
could be
a
trying to do something
bigger
more,
name villain.
bigger name villain. Yeah,
I just, man, we gotta take a break from Joker.
we definitely got to take a break from Joker. I mean, I like the Court of Owls. I think that's a good choice, especially again going into like Bruce Wayne and it.
Going into the past, it's more the past of Gotham, but
Right,
still.
yeah. But just the past of Gotham, the past of the Waynes, like I think the Court of Owls would work. Similarly though, if you don't read comics, you don't know who the Court of Owls is.
Yeah.
But I guess they'd have to look at like who they feel would be a more compelling villain. This guy who just has this grudge out against Bruce Wayne who sets to like, you know, just kind of destroy his life, or like this secret organization running the underworld of God. I think there's a lot of parallels to be had into. They could do both. Honestly,
it's a great movie.
Yeah, I think with the Court of Owls, they could easily make parallels to just like real life shit. You know what I mean? Like with everything going on. So I don't know, man.
It's exciting. I'm glad they're finally doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I also feel like we got to get past this one to get to the Batman and Robin one, and I'm also excited for that one too.
I agree. Yeah.
So it's like, let's get this movie on the road.
Yeah, let's get this one going.
Let's get it out.
So we can get to it. All right. Cool. Speaking of the Court of Owls, man, and Batman Day, one of the big things about Batman Day is we got a new Batman #1.
Yes, we did.
Book.
Did it come out on Comic Book Day?
You mean did it come out on Batman Day?
A Batman Day? I mean,
No, it came out the Wednesday before Batman Day.
Okay.
So Batman Day was on the 20th. It came out on whatever that Wednesday was before that. We mentioned it briefly before on here, how this is the fourth Batman #1 issue in the entirety of the Batman character. So
yes, sir.
From 1939 until now, there's only been 4 issue #1s of the Batman comic book series. It is, right? In comparison to somebody like Amazing Spider-Man, there's been 7 of them.
Yeah.
In less time, right? So, you know, it's kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, damn, no, like the 4th one in history, that's crazy. And I mean, it's crazy because the biggest gap is between the one from 1940 to 2011.
It's a long fucking
time. And then it was from 2011 to 2016.
Not so long.
Not quite as long. And then from 2016 until now, 2025. So, I mean, they have Batman issues running for a long time before they just restart it, which I think is great. But we both read it.
Yes, we did.
I told you to read it. I was like, hey, I read it. You should read it. And when trying to come up with a topic for this episode, you're like, you said this is only the 4th one, right? I'm like, yeah. You're like, we should read all 4 #1s and talk about them.
Here we are.
So here we are. So we read all 4
4
Batman #1 issues. Now, a little bit of history.
It's good to explain. Go for it.
Yeah. Batman. So the character of Batman did not first appear in a comic book titled Batman.
No, he did not.
He first appeared in the comic book titled Detective Comics, right?
Yep.
That's where Batman made his first appearance. So, like, you could, I guess, kind of consider that a #1, but they also still have Detective Comics running right now. So, Detective Comics has always been Batman-centered stories and has had his own #1 issues. After that, they then had, like, okay, cool, this character has been popular enough within Detective Comics, which was like a series of multiple comics, right? Like, imagine the newspaper comic strip, but longer, all in one book. They branched out. Batman got his own #1 issue, which came out in 1940. And then from there, that's what we mean. So, like, the book, yeah.
I think it was 1939.
1939 is Detective Comics.
Detective, okay.
1940 is Batman.
All right.
So, I think I'm right. on that.
I'll take your word for it.
I could be wrong. I'm close enough. I'm close enough that people will believe me, and that's all that matters. So we read the Batman issues. Batman #1, 1940. What did you think about it?
Right off the bat, this I forgot This is also the first appearance of Joker, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe. I don't know.
Google it while I'm talking about it here. But I've always been I prefer newer comics kind of guy.
Yeah.
And for a couple of reasons. I think that older comics can be cheesy. So I actually went into this thinking it was going to be an over-the-top Adam West style cheesy Batman story. Mm-hmm. But the Joker's just straight killing people.
Yeah, no, he's just a flat out murderer.
I was like, he's on the radio station announcing.
Yeah, no, you're right. The Joker's first appearance in comics was in Batman #1, published in the spring of 1940. So I was right. It did come out in 1940.
There we go.
Let me see.
Joker's first appearance. This is cool knowing that. You just read the first time anybody ever seen the Joker.
Yeah.
Awesome, right? And actually, like, I feel like I've seen versions of this story in like other things.
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's
I was
more
right.
like
Batman first appeared in Detective Comics number 27, March 30th of 1939.
it's about a year later. He got
his own book. Yeah.
But so for one, I thought it was cool. I thought the story is darker than I was expecting.
Way darker.
I thought it was cool that like you've kind of seen this story retold in different like typically now it's like he hijacked the TV station, but because it was so old, he hijacked the radio station.
I thought that too. It's crazy how much inspiration that they've actually drawn, like modern stuff, have drawn from just like these old ass issues. Because I don't know about you, but I immediately got the Dark Knight vibes.
Oh yeah,
I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like this feels like it's obviously far apart, right? Like wildly different, but at the same time still feels very familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy.
Man, they've been saying true to this Joker.
Yeah, they have.
But yeah, I was shocked. The darkness of it, but then the other, like, I just don't love the style of older comic books either.
Like the art style?
Even beyond the art. Like the whole, like you point out how they were like actually handwriting it, but it's not even that. It's like how they have like a narrator box going along with I don't like the narration.
Interesting.
Like going over my story that I'm reading along with like what people are saying. I like the fact that you don't need that shit.
Yeah.
In comics today.
That's fair. Okay.
It felt like when movies first came out and they were like doing like the silent movies where they would do the black screen and like write what's happening and they go back. It felt like that in comic book. Like we needed somebody to come over the top to explain what's happening.
Yeah.
It's still just comics. Like why did we need that?
Right.
But other than that, yeah. I mean, it's more classic. They catch. I also thought it was interesting. I like you could talk about it because I don't want to ruin everything. But it was interesting that like Robin's like, should we go after him? And Batman's like, not yet. And like, I still, at the end of it, I was like, why didn't he go? He's like, nah, the mobster provoked him, so we're going to go in now. But forget about the guy from earlier.
Yeah. Let's give a bit of a breakdown of the story for people who haven't read it, which is probably most people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we hadn't fucking read it. This is easily the oldest comic I've ever read.
Okay. It might be mine, too.
Yeah, like 1940.
I know
I've never read anything.
Yeah. I read the original Spider-Man, but this is older.
This is older, yeah. So yeah, the story is centered around the Joker. He is the Joker, right? But again, honestly, think more like Heath Ledger Joker than like anything else. Like he is flat out like a killer. I mean, he doesn't have that mentality of like he just wants to cause chaos, and he hasn't evolved into the I'm just the black to Batman's white kind of thing. Like I'm the yin to his yang.
None of that going on.
None of that's happening. But he is a lunatic. He cares about money and just scaring people.
Yeah, because he's stealing shit.
Yeah, he's stealing shit. He's like, hey, at this time on this day, I'm going to murder this dude and I'm going to take his diamond. And sure enough, he keeps his fucking word.
The police are all like in the room with them, like, how is this happening? Yeah. He died.
And they're like, we don't know what
Check on the diamond. It's glass.
Fake. It's glass. So crazy. And then he's using this Joker toxin. They're calling it Venom now.
But immediately using
dude
that.
dies, and then you see him growing a smile on his face, and they're all like, "Oh my God, what's happening? I thought he was dead." They're like, "No, he is. Whatever this venom is he uses, it causes his muscles to pull a smile on his face."
That's the first time I've ever heard an explanation of what's happening. When I get the Joker toxin or the venom, like, issue 1. They explain what it's actually doing to your face.
I didn't think it went this far back, though. Like, I didn't think the Joker toxin went back to, like, this very first issue. This is not at all what I expected. Is it what you expected?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
And I found that, I mean, other than, like, I'm just not a fan of the Order Style, I enjoyed the story.
I actually did enjoy this.
Definitely better than I thought it would be.
It was difficult to read because I don't know why I didn't, like, think about this. But, yeah, in 1940, they didn't have computers to, like, type this shit up. The, like, word bubbles. They were handwriting this shit. Which made it a bit more difficult to read. I mean, whoever did it, kudos. This is some good fucking handwriting. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, like, there was some times where I could clearly see a mistake was made, and they just kind of, like, penciled over it. So it was, man, it's interesting, bro. Yeah. It's interesting. And these pictures, these, like, panels can be so small.
And they were also, like... so panels now bleed into each other really well, or they lay over each other at times. These don't lay over. They're like boxes into each other, and then they like fit little bits in where they can. Yeah. I was like, this is so crazy. How they're putting this together.
Yeah, how they used to make comic books like this. Now, to be fair, though, honestly, for 1940, like when I take myself out of modern day, right, and I think about what comic book art is today and try to put my mind back to what it used to be, it's pretty solid. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's some pretty good art. Like, it does a good job of capturing like motion and like the scene, like some of the shadows, and just like being able to be like, okay, yeah, that car is moving. Like, Batman did throw that punch. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like it's not at all what I expected.
I'll tell you, I now more understand how, because I always kind of like thought, like, how did people get past the cheesiness of the early comic books?
Yeah.
For it to get to where it is today, where it's, these characters are, thousands of stories are being told, right? And I was like, oh, it's not as cheesy as I thought it would be. And that's why, like, people are like, man, like, now I can imagine being in like 1940 reading this, being like, this Joker guy's fucked up.
Bro, like reading this, I couldn't imagine. This shit was probably, dude, for some people, I mean, I guess they were listening to the radio then, but like, I would much prefer to read this and look at this than like sit and listen to the radio. Like, this seems way more enjoyable than that. And also, I don't know about you, but I found some of the things that Batman said fucking hilarious. This dude was funny, dude. Like, he was funny. When he's this panel, he smacks the dudes over the head with a chair.
Oh, yeah.
And what's funny is that, like, I don't know about you. Like, sometimes when I'm reading comic books, if I'm trying to read them quickly or if I'm really into it, I really am just, like, focused on the word bubbles.
I noticed I was doing that.
Read the words first and then look at the picture. Versus there are other times where I'm like looking at the pictures and then reading the words, right? I read the bubble of that first, and it says, Batman says, "Have a seat, boys. There's enough room on this chair for two." And then I look down and I see Batman has literally cracked a wooden chair over the heads of two guys. I laughed out loud, bro. I thought that shit was hilarious. Oh my goodness, man.
And there's something funny about reading this. We talked about this last episode where, like, we'll often put Kevin Conroy voice in Batman.
Yeah, I did not do that with this. This was Adam West all day, bro. This was...
Yeah, I was like, I need that cheesier, deeper kind of...
Yeah, this was not Kevin Conroy. The jokes in here had me cracking up. So this next panel is like, so Joker took off. He hops in his car, right? And then it says, the narration panel is, like a juggernaut, the Batman leaps after the ruthless Joker. And he says, that guy isn't getting away if I can help it. And it says, even Even as the car starts, the Batman is upon it like an avenging black cloud. And then Batman goes, hasn't this boy heard it's leap year? I don't know if you found that funny, but I was cracking up. Because it is cheesy, but I'm just like, oh, man, this Batman is funny as fuck, bro. Yeah. It was so funny. Now, I will say, he got the shit beat out of him by the Joker a couple times.
Yeah, this Joker could fight.
Yeah, he could. He even says at one point, he's like, oh, I think I finally found my physical match. And I'm like, the Joker
they did not keep that going.
Yeah, no, they didn't. No, they fucking didn't. That shit's long gone. The Joker was beating the shit out of him until like the last panel, and he finally got the upper hand on him after Robin kicked him in the face. But yeah, man, way more enjoyable than I thought. It was fun.
I thought that was interesting, and the Joker gets kicked off like the ledge, and I was like, this man's always getting fallen off ledges and stuff. That was a good story.
It was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say about it.
Yeah, it was a good story. It was way better than I expected to be. That's
now
the main thing. Way better than I expected.
We jump how many years?
We jumped from 1940 to 2011.
Wild.
Isn't that wild?
A wild amount of time later.
That is crazy, man. Yeah.
Let me ask you this right before we continue going with it.
Mm-hmm.
These comics, we get a new number one.
Yeah.
Are we to believe or go into it with the idea that everything that has still happened before is part of this Batman story? So it's not really one. We're just counting from one again?
So it seems like the way DC does it is that when we get a new number one, it doesn't erase everything that happened before, but it's not necessarily something that is prevalent within this new story.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so like this new Batman number one, I don't think that means that the Court of Owls didn't happen or that it doesn't exist now, but they may not address it at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like it happened, like, but that was a previous Batman run. Because number ones are supposed to serve as a new jumping on point. So if you've never read a Batman comic ever,
it does not feel
like you can
that
do that
way with what we just did.
I mean, that's fair.
But all right, let's go ahead. Let's talk about 2011.
So the next number one, 2011, this is the new 52.
Yes.
So this is one of the first times, or it might be the second time. I think it's the second time in like the history of DC's publication where they basically like rebooted their universe.
So this
like
one,
the
for that
entire
reason,
universe.
This feels like a true number one.
Okay.
In that sense, because these are the events after Flashpoint is the idea, right? That's how New 52 happens.
Yep.
Tell me what you thought.
So I've never read the Court of Owls story. I know you've read it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you own it, don't you?
I own it.
Physically? Yeah. I've never read the Court of Owls. I've heard nothing but great things about the Court of Owls story. In fact, a lot of people will tell you that if you want to start reading Batman, the Court of Owls is usually high up on the list of places to start, especially in terms of like more modern runs, right? Like people say Batman Year One and The Long Halloween, but those are all from like the 80s. If you wanted something more modern, like people say start with the Court of Owls. So this is my first time reading it.
Okay.
I quite enjoyed it.
Barely get into it.
Yeah, I know. Like I read issue 1 and I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to add this to my list. There's no way I shouldn't have read. You know what I'm like? There's no way that this is a comic that shouldn't be in my repertoire of comics that I've read. Because just from this new number, like just from this number, I was hooked. I was like, yeah, no, I should fucking read this. This is crazy that I haven't read this. I should definitely go read this. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Batman number ones are good, man. They start off strong, dude, and it seems like they always get like top talent on it. So Scott Snyder writes this, and I think the art is by Greg Capullo. Yes, I'm sure of that actually. And Scott Snyder is like one of the bosses of like the DC like universe in terms of comics. He's written a lot, and again, he wrote Court of Owls, which is highly regarded as one of the best Batman stories out there. It's great, man.
Yeah.
It gives you the right amount of like intrigue and like question, and you're like, what it like the opening scene, he's in Arkham and he's just like
And all of his foes.
all of his foes, they're all there, and he's just smiling. He's like, yeah, I'm so glad to be home. You know what I mean? And he's going to fight. He's fighting Two-Face, Killer Croc, a bunch of them, right? And then
I like the monologue of the Gotham is
the
going
Gotham
on
is,
as this is all happening. So they have this like what do they say? It was a show where people have to finish the sentence in like a couple words, and they're like,
like
Gotham
an article
is,
in the paper or something.
Yeah.
Every year you finish it.
So people will be like, Gotham is, and they say like corrupt.
Yeah,
Because they keep saying bad thing, villainous.
Yeah.
Gotham is Two-Face.
Yeah.
Like Gotham is like, and then it gets to like Gotham is. People say it's Batman. And
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
But yeah, then so we see him fighting, and then we see him get knocked through a wall, and then you see the Joker put a hand on Batman's shoulder, and he's like, I was wondering how long it was going to take you to get here, or something like that. And Batman says, like, are you ready for this? And he's like, I've been ready. And then you see them fighting back to back, like Batman's role, and you're just like,
The fuck is
what's
happening?
happening? What's going on here? Like, how did we go from 1940 of this murderous ass clown to now he's fighting with the Batman? Like, what are we doing? And then you come to find out later, spoilers, that it was actually Dick Grayson as a Joker imposter, imposing as Joker, because he had infiltrated Arkham Asylum to try to see who in there was like corrupt and like dig out like the corrupt people, and it was just Dick Grayson.
They heard there was going to be like someone was going to do a breakout or something. Yeah.
I was like, man,
Cool story.
In terms of number one, dude, it's hella compelling.
And then we get the murder, all the knives in the guy.
Yeah.
A little owl on the knives.
True.
And then whose DNA is under this dude's fingertips?
Dick Grayson.
And
he's just like, what's going on?
So it leaves you on that cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's a crazy number one, man. And I really, same thing with this one, dude. I really enjoyed the art. Like,
yeah.
I do enjoy the art. It may not necessarily be for everybody, but I think overall it's really good. They give Batman more of a boxier look to him. So I guess in terms of like, if you want to compare him to a live action Batman, think of him more as like Ben Affleck. Like, he's just kind of square. He doesn't seem quite as tall, you know what I mean? But he just seems just like
jacked.
Stocky, just jacked. Yeah, he's just a thick boy. Not like absolute Batman thick, but like he's a stockier guy. Real squared off chin. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
This is a good number one. I was like, yeah, no, I get it. I see now why people who pick this up at minimum read the Court of Owls storyline, because yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was a good number one.
All right, then we only jump a couple years.
To 2016. So this is the shortest gap in between Batman number ones. 2016. So this one's written by Tom King, which he is, I don't want to say he's a controversial comic book writer, but it seems to be either people love his work or they hate his work.
Okay.
Seems to be no in between. But he has written some of the like the DC stories that seem to be like the highest regarded, right? Like, he's written multiple Eisner Award winning series. He wrote Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is the comic book that the new Supergirl movie is going to be based off of. He wrote Mr. Miracle. He wrote Superman Up in the Sky, which I've talked about, which is honestly on my list of like my top maybe 3 comics of all time, right? Like, I fucking love that book. So going into this, like, for me, mostly, I've read a couple, I think all the Tom King stuff that I have read, I've enjoyed. People don't tend to like him because they feel like he's very wordy. He's always trying to be like very poetic and like prolific in his writing. And because of that, people feel like he can just be kind of wordy and repetitive. And it's just like, get to the fucking point, Tom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Tom Taylor, which I know you like Tom Taylor. So Tom King wrote this one. So I was excited. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what he's got. once again, I think it was a great number one issue.
This one jumps into the story quick.
Yeah, it does.
It's like things are happening
right there, man.
This is also the one that made me feel like you got to kind of know going in a little bit more. Because what's his face? He's calling the one dude Master
Thompson. I think it's Thompson.
And I was like, the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Yeah. I was like, this, like, you clearly should have been reading issues before this.
Maybe. This might be the one where it has the closest transition of, like, passing the torch from one to the next.
And this Batman's part of a Justice League already. Yeah. He's talking about
because he's like, call Soups, call Lantern.
And actually, I think it's one of the coolest parts because you always are like, man, you think this situation, you would ask Soups for help, and then you see him ask for help, and hell, like, they're off-world or dealing with this, and he's like, fine, I'll save my own fucking city.
Do it myself.
I know he didn't say fucking, but I heard the fucking.
So, I would say in terms of, like, action and just... Yeah, in terms of action, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite number one. Because this whole idea... Because I think in all the other Batman number ones... He's going up against one of his villains, one of his rogues gallery, right? This is the only one where he's just straight up trying to save people.
Yeah.
Right? There's not a villain involved. He's just trying to save people. So we find out, we see a plane get blasted out of the sky. Like a rocket hits it, a missile hits it. It's falling. Batman was already on the roof with Jim Gordon talking. And he's like, fuck, I gotta go do something. He hops in the Batmobile. He starts talking to Alfred. He's getting calculations. He's trying to figure it out. He's like, Alfred, how long do I have before it crashes down? And what's the trajectory? Alfred tells him, like, it's gonna hit here in like 6 minutes. And he's like, okay. Right? We see him hop in the Batmobile. He's talking to Mr. Thompson, whoever the fuck that kid is, but he's a genius, clearly. He's like doing calculations. He's like, you gotta hit this angle at this degree, at this tilt, and you'll make it. Basically, he was just telling Batman how to, like, hit the eject button in the Batmobile, rocket, like, do the rocket seat.
Which is wild that it went that high.
Went straight up into the sky, made it to this plane, and now he's on top of this plane.
No fucking way.
And I'm like, if this isn't the most Batman fucking thing ever, but I'm here for it, bro. I was here for it. I was like, this is cool as shit. So now we see Batman on this plane. The back of it's on fire. One of the wings on fire. It's going down. He hooks a batarang in it with the grappling hook. He has 2 rockets that he took off of his the seat from the Batmobile that he ejected out of the car. He took the rockets off, puts one under each wing, and then he's talking to Alfred, and he's like, all right, I'm about to steer this fucking plane from the top of it.
He's asking about footages of fucking buildings and the space in between
what's the
them.
Space in between
it's going to be
this?
tight, but we're going to make it happen.
He's like, all right, add fucking 82% boost to left and 17 to right. He's like, that's too much. Balance it out. Cut right all together. He's fucking going on angles through buildings and shit. He's steering it. And then not only that, and here's where knowing Tom King, here's where the Tom King came in. Tom King is very known for like really like going for emotion. So when he starts giving this speech, like when he just basically is like, I'm gonna land this plane and save all these people, but I'm gonna die in the process.
Talking to Alfred. And Alfred's like, you know, right? And he's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know. And he's like, do you think they would have, Mom and Dad, do you think they would have been proud of me? Like,
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, do you think that this is like an honorable death? And Alfred's like, yeah, man. Yeah. This is the best, like, saving people. This is the best death you could have had. Like, not only would they be proud of you, but I'm fucking proud of you. Like, I'm proud of you, my boy.
I even like how he's like, I got videos for everybody.
Yeah.
In case this has happened. You could tell this, what was his name again?
Mr. Thompson.
Mr. Thompson. You could tell Mr. Thompson, Nightwing's a great teacher.
He's like, if I don't make this, Nightwing's an even better teacher than I am. So, and Alfred's like, yeah, I'll make the suggestion, sir. And he's just like talking, and you can tell Alfred's like starting to, because at first Alfred's like, bro, shut up, like you're gonna be fine. But then he like starts to come back because he seems like Batman isn't confident that he's gonna make it, so he's probably like, well, fuck, if he doesn't think he's gonna make it, like, shit, he's probably not. And so, yeah, man, this was good. I was like, shit.
And then it ends with the Gotham.
His name is just Gotham.
Gotham
and Gotham Girl.
And Gotham Girl,
which are like Superman-ish
looking like
type characters.
Stopping the plane, and Batman's alive.
Yeah, they grab the plane, and even Batman's like, Clark? Like, and he's like, no. It's an honor to meet you, though. I'm Gotham, and this is Gotham Girl. This is our city.
Yeah.
And so it made me want to read that one, too.
So I know Gotham Girl is in, when I was reading the Nightwing getting shot in the head.
Yeah.
Like that arc. She's in it. And even then I was like, the fuck is this person? So I know she's around for a while.
Yeah.
Because that's many issues up in Rebirth. But yeah. Again. I mean, they're crushing it.
They are.
It's a good story. I like this one jumping into the action right away.
Yeah.
And I like the, now I'm just going to quickly solve this shit kind of momentum to it. So I thought it was good.
I think out of all of the Batman runs so far, I think this one, Tom King's run, it's up and down for a lot of people. Some people like it, some people don't. It seems to be very, controversial of whether people like it or not. And now, to be fair, also too, something to note is that even though that these are Batman #1 issues and these guarantee the beginning of a story, we've talked about how long some of these runs have been. Other writers and artists have come in and taken over the story in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
there are other starting points. There are other creative teams who took over these books in between these #1s. Obviously, the #1 is just the big deal.
Right.
But there's been other really good, really highly regarded creative teams who have come in between and taken over these books. We were talking about the Hush storyline. Hush was written in that period between 1940 and 2011.
Right.
You know what I mean? But trust me, it's drastically different from that first Batman to that one. And Hush came out, I want to say early 2000s, if not late 90s.
Yeah, I thought early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Somewhere around there.
So, and then we get the brand spanking new Batman #1. This one's written by Matt Fraction, who is mostly written Marvel stuff, actually. He has a good run on Iron Man, Hawkeye, which was, I'm pretty sure was an Eisner Award winner. It's the Hawkeye that inspired kind of the Hawkeye we got in Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Kind of this, he's more than just, he's got a secret life kind of deal. Oh, and the TV show. That comic also inspired the TV show because that comic also has Kate Bishop in it and Pizza Dog.
All right.
So he wrote that just to kind of give a little bit of a background, I guess. But he's writing this. People seem to be really excited for the fact that he's writing it. People really like him. And the artist they have on this. This boy is a dog. Jorge Jimenez, bro. Woo! This man can draw, dude. He is a beast. I'm like, fuck. The clean. So, all right, right off the bat, what do you think of this new bat suit? Because we went back to the gray and blue and yellow color scheme.
I like it. I thought the suit looked great.
Yeah. I thought it looked good. What I found interesting about this Batman #1. Actually, you know what I wanted to mention
before? This is the one thing I forgot to mention. Did you notice how it was the old school Batmobile in the 2016?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the fucking...
Yeah, it feels
like issue 1 Batman. We didn't see it back then, but it was old as hell.
I forgot to mention that about the 1940 issue 1. He was mostly just running through the streets.
Yeah.
He didn't have a car.
Nah.
When him and Robin was we got to make it to this building that we joke, they're just running through the streets. I was like, God damn, man, you didn't even have a motorcycle or nothing. You just running. Shit was hilarious.
But yeah, this one, man, we open up on Jim Gordon, who's a beat cop now, drinking coffee.
Yep.
With Montoya?
I don't think it's with her. I think it's with a different
whatever, with one of the other police officers, and you see a Killer Croc jumped out in front of him who had broken out from Arkham Towers, and Jim is just like, nah. This is a call for backup situation.
Yeah. She's like, we gotta go, Jim. He's like,
nope.
No.
And when you've done this as long as I've done this.
Let me tell you something, young blood. This ain't Oz.
Now put that gun down.
Yeah,
But we're just gonna let me get this walkie right here.
You just chill out there. Enjoy your coffee.
But yeah, it's opened up this new kind of universe where Arkham Tower, you see Batman talking to this new doctor, and they have this like conversation about, can people change? Can villains change? And the doctor's being like, yeah, like, he's like reverted back. Like he's evolving. He's becoming something different.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got Vandal Savage, which is the new commissioner.
Yeah. Interesting.
And again, I was like, you got to read before this to know what's going on.
Who knows? I mean, this could just be the new status quo. Like they could have just decided to throw this in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm going to find out. Stay tuned. But yeah, like Vandal Savage is like the time on the Batman, like that kind of justice is over. I got all these super cops essentially that are ready to go. We're going to find escape people. So we're going to go after this Killer Croc. And Batman's basically talking to the doctor and is like, give me a head start. Don't tell the police right away.
Yeah.
I'll go find them. You don't want.
And she's trying to, play into the fact that it was once his friend. What's Killer Croc's real name?
Waylon Jones.
Because it seems like they have the relationship in this as well. Because he's like, yeah, I don't like to think of him that way anymore. Because if I do, I just get disappointed, right?
Yeah.
Batman says that. He's like, yeah, no, I don't call him that. Because that's not how I want to remember him. Like, I don't want to remember him as this thing. Like, that's not Waylon Jones anymore. That's Killer Croc,
Yeah.
Just like, okay, all right.
What do you think about the, because Alfred's dead now, and so he's like essentially
Alfred
talking.
is like his Jarvis. This is his AI. Except he's a hologram, though.
Is it a hologram, or was he imagining?
No, I think it's a hologram.
Okay. Did they say that? Because I was like, I think he's just vividly imagining Alfred right now.
Really? I feel like he's the hologram. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Maybe we have to look at it again.
But I thought it was cool that he still got the. I actually thought that was interesting too to see Alfred in every issue. Like he's not at all in the first one,
right?
And then you see him; he's like helping with the party in the second.
Yep.
The third, he's like straight up on the mics, like helping and walking through. And you can tell like he still feels like he needs him, so he's like talking to him as he's like, I don't know if people could change or not, like, and he's like talking it through. And then you find him like there's no action in this one. He finds Killer Croc and then realizes the doctor might be right, and he even takes his mask off. He sits down next to him, and they're just like having like a fun conversation.
And he finds out that Killer Croc, whatever it was, what he's reverting into is more of a childlike state.
Yeah,
he's more of a kid now. He's still Killer Croc, but like he has more of the mind of a child. Yeah, interesting approach for this one, man.
It was a weird,
how much we've been talking about how all these Batman #1s just get cracking right away with the action and stuff. The fact that he took the step back and was just like, you know what? No, we're not. This isn't going to be the action-packed first issue. This is going to be a different Batman. And you know what? To be honest with you, I like this Batman because to me, this isn't the dark, brooding Batman that we're used to. This is a brighter Batman, so to speak, right? Like this feels more of like the emotional Batman. It feels like, for people who may not have read comic books but have watched the cartoons, it feels like the Justice League Unlimited Batman when he has the scene with Ace, the little girl, and he sits with her as she's dying.
Yeah.
And he's like, you could have blocked me out. And she's like, well, I read your mind. I knew you weren't going to kill me, so I didn't block you out. And, there's this whole moment. And she's sad. She's scared because she knows she's about to die. And Batman just sits down with her and holds her hand.
Yeah.
As it like, it felt like that Batman.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the Batman vibes that I'm getting from this version. And I think overall, I feel like that might be where we're going with this one. Just based on the costume. Fuck, I got a cramp again. Bro, I don't know what it is. Okay.
You're not used to these director chairs. That's got to be something.
Bro, I just be shifting my leg the wrong way. Whew. Yeah, drink more water or something. With the brighter costume, it's not just all black. It's like gray, blue, yellow. And even in this one, I don't know if you noticed, but there's more scenes where it's daytime than it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Which is, again, in all of the Batman issues, it's been night in every single one of them.
Right.
This one is like, no, he goes out at like sunrise. You know what I mean? Like we get a big bright scene of him with the sun behind him. And it's like, that's interesting. And it seems like he's going for a more hopeful, brighter Bat. He even makes a couple jokes in this one too. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we're not going for the super deep, serious, brooding Batman that we usually get.
I remember because you told me that before I read it. And then like I read the scene where he like hits all the people in the park. I was like,
oh yeah, that was wild.
I forgot. He just like ran them all over. I was like, damn.
I forgot he did that. He did smack a bunch of people with the Batmobile.
Yeah, and then he was super caring to the ladies. He's like, you guys okay? You're not leaving me? Nah. I know they'll be here in 3 minutes. Batmobile protect them.
Yeah, that was cool though. I thought that was fun. Yeah. I forgot he did that.
You guys seem like you might need help. And he's like, there's like a hand on the shoulder.
I completely forgot he did that. But yeah, the scene where he sits down with Killer Croc, takes his mask off, and realizes, like, yeah, this is like a child I'm talking to now. Let me not.
I like how he's looking up
scary.
at the dinosaur. He's like, I used to have one just like this.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I feel like I look like this, and he's like, nah, man, you don't have a scary face like that. You're good. Also, that was funny when all the people, the doctor and the other people walked in. You see Batman put his mask back on real quick. Because I was still thinking, like, what's about to happen? But you just see him, like, you see the lines on the panel of him, like, phew, putting it back on real quick. So that was fun. I mean, yeah. So in terms of issue ones, this one's definitely not the most exciting, which I think is okay.
Right.
I think if you go into it thinking that it's going to be like the other number ones,
it's not.
You're going to be disappointed. But if you go into it thinking, like, I'm open to this story and this new version of Batman, then like you might enjoy it, because I enjoyed it. I mean, what did you think about it?
I liked it.
In terms of order, what did you read first out of these 4 issues? I know you had already read Court of Owls, so did you go back and reread it?
I reread it.
Okay, so what did you read first?
I read it in chronological order.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I went to the oldest to the newest.
Interesting. Do you feel like, because you did it that way, do you feel like by the time you got to the 4th, to the newest one, you were a little underwhelmed?
No, I wouldn't say I felt underwhelmed. I honestly, I think I was just enjoying the adventure of doing that way, because I just like see the evolution.
Yeah.
So I kept seeing evolution of like, man, okay. Like, obviously the first one's the biggest. Like, this jumped dramatically, but then, okay, now it's jumped again, and now it's jumped to the 4th.
Yeah.
Like, but I didn't feel underwhelmed by the story. It also felt to me like, and I don't know if it really is in terms of pages, it felt like the shortest. Like
it does.
I read that in like 13 seconds.
Yeah, it does.
I was like, oh man, this is over. Okay.
It does feel super quick. I don't think it's any shorter than any of the other ones, but it does feel. It actually might be longer than the 2016 one, I think, in terms of page count.
Okay.
So, yeah. But it's good, man. All right, so if you had to rank them.
Interesting. Hard to do.
If you had to rank them, give me your ranking.
In reverse order. So I'm going from worst. Not that I think any of them are bad, but worst to best. I'm probably going to go with the newest one because it had the lowest action.
Okay.
Because nothing really came from that story. It didn't even like end in the cliffhanger. You could just read that and that was your story.
Yeah, so I from what I've read and understand, I think that's what he's going for with this. I think he's going for more of an episodic run that he's going to be doing. So each issue is going to feel more one and done. I think there's still going to be like some kind of overarching story, but it is going to be kind of like you can just pick up any issue, read it, and you don't have to have read the issue before or read the issue after. Okay.
Then I'm going to go 1940.
Okay. Interesting.
2016, 2011.
All right. Okay. I
They're all very close, though. They're all pretty good.
They are pretty close. They're all good. They really are. I think I'm gonna go. I really like this new brighter Batman though. But I get what you're saying. In terms of if I'm just going based off of like the number one issue, yeah, I would probably put that one at the bottom. Same thing. I think I'm then going 1940. But I'm switching mine. Then I'm going 2011, 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I almost
That plane
too.
scene was fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And I like the emotion behind it, right? I like the whole like Batman basically giving his last words. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was good. That was good.
Cool.
Do you prefer brooding Batman, or do you like him as like a brighter character?
I prefer brighter.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like between Superman, Batman, Superman World's Finest.
Yeah.
I like him when he's more just...
That's the nice thing of having him with Robin or Nightwing.
Or even Superman.
It just makes him brighter versus like when you get those issues and it's just him going around. It's a dark dude.
Yeah, it's just dark. And I know people love the dark stories. I get it. I know that for a lot of people, that's why they like Batman. Because they just... Listen, I know there's a lot of people out there who don't really like the bright, bubbly... I don't even necessarily say bubbly, but like the bright, positive, optimistic, like superhero stories. They like the darker, like more messed up shit, which is fine. I like what you like, right? But I'm not that guy. Yeah. I like superheroes being hopeful and inspiring and like bright and like you like looking up to them. So yeah, I prefer a bright, and I think that's why I'm most excited for this new Batman run, because I want to see. I hope it stays in this similar vein of like, this isn't gonna be your dark, like long Halloween, like serial killer on the loose kind of story, you know what I mean? Or even like fucking the 1940 Batman #1, like this clown just going around murder. Like I don't want to, like we see that so much with Batman, and it's like there's a middle ground. It doesn't have to be Adam West campy or just, you know, the Dark Knight dark. Like we can find a middle ground. And funny enough, that's what I'm most excited for with this new Batman movie, because I think if anybody's gonna do like a more humorous, brighter Batman, it's gonna be James Gunn
for sure.
You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna go with the super dark stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I hope he doesn't do it over humorously, right?
But like Adam West out there.
Yeah, don't do that shit. But yeah, give us a lighter Batman. Like give us the fun Batman who's like, you know, he's still on his mission, but he realizes that there's more to life than just being a loner, right? He has family, he has friends. I don't know. That's what I like better. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's it. All right. That's the show, guys. We appreciate you guys bataranging through this one with us. Keep those smiles on your faces and those clowns off your back. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.